Y'all, welcome back to Just a Brief Chat. This is episode 5 of season 7. Wait, did I say episode 5? Yeah, episode 5, I was correct. If you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. Help a girl out. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about learning to love, having an open heart after having a closed heart. You might have heard two songs in particular. Somebody Like That by Tanel Ars, which talks about coming around to the idea of love, and personally one of my favorites by her. Um, and then there's Somebody Like You by Keith Urban, and that's basically saying I'm gonna love somebody. I want to love somebody like you. Um, but what are some ways? So I was coming up with a title like, what do I want to call this episode? Because I have a closed heart, and I'm trying to come around to the idea of having an open heart, and I'm wanting to share this journey with you as well. Because I feel like it's important, and I know I'm not the only one who struggles with trying to have an open heart and everything. And I keep getting told, I just don't want you to miss out on opportunities. But what are some ways we can open up? Like we let go of the pain. You can start by letting go of the pain resisting you that you've been avoiding for some time now, but in order to move past, you have to fully embrace the pain. And this means experiencing loss, sadness, grief. As difficult as it may be, allowing your tears to flow, to share your experience with the world, with your family. You can write down your feelings. Come that way, you can come to terms with your emotions that you're going through, um, and everything. Instead of judging yourself harshly for your feelings, wash. You can wash yourself in compassion for the strength you have to move on. Look, there is nothing stronger than someone who has enough compassion, even though her life has been complete hell and chaos, honestly. Um, but you can let go of the trespasses. Whenever you break up, you feel like you want to blame everyone for causing your heartache. This includes not just an ex, but also parents, family, friends, and everyone in between. The only way to stop blaming them is to forgive them. No matter how hard the grave, the offense is unacceptable to their behavior. And you can forgive, but you don't have to let them back in. And I feel like that's something we all struggle with. Let go of the bitterness. The way to let go of the bitterness toward anyone is to think many positive qualities and experiences you've had with them. Your ex isn't an evil person. They just want to be the best person for you. Instead of being stuck on their flaws and wrongdoings, allow the power of forgiveness to overlook what they've done. Look at what good they've done, how much they've helped you become a better person, in the happy times you had together. Remind yourself of the redeeming qualities, and you see the light. Um, let go of the resentments. It's hard whenever self pity and resentment is always there, but when we let go of it, we become more grateful. Not only to be thankful, um, but we have to be thankful of every relationship we have in this life because it teaches us and we grow from it. Honestly, even at the time we may not feel like it, we trust it. We need it. It was there for a reason. Stop comparing yourself to others. How many times do we compare ourselves to others? Like, maybe if I was pretty enough, maybe if I was rich enough, maybe such and such. You know what I'm talking about. The comparison game. Nothing good ever comes from that game. And we need to stop comparing ourselves to others. We were made the way we were meant to be. That's the thing. Let go of expectations. I struggle with this one, honestly. But I'm also one of those that I struggle with the fact that I've come to expect that everyone's just gonna let you down, and I know that's not true. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to let go of, because it's gonna get me more of an open heart. Let go of any resistance that you have. Although love can be painful and heartbreaking, be willing to open your heart. Let let go of being tough. I was always taught that if you cry, that makes you weak. But it also, but that's not the case. I'm one of those that I'll cry when nobody else is around, and well, it take me everything not to cry if someone asks me if I'm okay. But that's just how I was raised. And I'm learning not that it's okay not to be tough. That it's okay to cry and everything. But also let go of telling the same story over and over again. Your story is valuable of what happened to you. I'm not going to diminish that whatsoever. But we have to move on. We have to move past it and everything. Let go of the fear. How many times do we do something with fear holding us back? So, what are some signs that you might be scared? Anxiety, hypercriticism, relate, relationship issues, subconscious fears. Um, let's talk about the transition from a closed heart to an open heart. There's appreciation, gratitude, and care toward yourself and others, and this creates a more your heart to be more coherent and everything. Do your inner work, reconcile. Think of it like AA. Let go. Take the 12-step program. They give you an open heart. Be loved. Allow yourself to know that you are loved and everything. And I went in this with two quotes, okay? The first one is a flower cannot blossom without sunshine. The man cannot live without love by Max Muller. And this one's by Victor Hugo. The greatness of happiness is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves, or rather loved in spite of ourselves. Now, that's it for this episode. I know it was short and I do apologize. I just have been super busy. But join me next time as we talk about learning to live fearlessly, both in life and love. And you could probably guess what song is probably going to come to my mind. I'd like to see you next episode, see if you guessed it. But I'll see you next time.